Hello world, Spiderwoman still baking in the kitchen. My name is Luann Pygott and I have my chocolate fudge cake, brand new recipe. Is done out of the oven and it's so hot. It's cooking me over here. But I'm going to make the icing now. It should only take a couple of minutes and you pour the icing onto the hot cake. So I don't even have to wait for the cake to cool. How great is that? If you want to see me put on my Spiderwoman makeup, that's on a video too on my page. Just go to my page. Flipping around here. I'm going to do my best not to drop my phone into my cooking again. Okay, let me put this over here. So here we're going to make the icing. So what you're going to do is you're going to have a stick of butter, which I already have melted here in the pan. Let me tip it just a little without hopefully losing our grip. Okay, and then you're going to add 4 tablespoons of cocoa powder, which is the same as a 1/4 cup. So I'm going to actually, that's only melted from me putting it over the vent of my oven. So I kind of killed 2 birds with 1 stone there. While I was baking the cake, I let the butter melt. So now I'm turning it on and I'm going to put in my 1/4 cup of cocoa. And I'm going to stir that for a minute to try to get lumps out. I have this neat little whisk. Look, isn't he cute? Okay, so we're going to stir our butter. Stick of butter and a 1/4 cup of cocoa. And I've got the heat turned on. And then the other thing you're going to add is a 1/4 cup of milk. Okay, so then you're going to do the butter, the milk, and the cocoa, and you're going to bring this to a boil. So here's our milk. That's a regular milk this time. It has buttermilk in the cake. So we're going to let that heat. Let me show you real quick the cake. Here's the cake. Now you see it's real flat. This is the kind of cake, it only has baking soda to raise it. It's supposed to be, from what I can tell from the recipe, it's supposed to be real flat because you're going to pour hot icing on top of it and you don't want it to just run off the edges. So this is, from what I can tell, is the way it's supposed to turn out. Now it did tell you that this cake would take 30 minutes to bake. This was nowhere near done in 30 minutes. I mean, it was soup. It was soup at 30 minutes. It's interesting to me too how it just sort of like has a ridge. Isn't that interesting? It cooked different here than it did there. But that's okay. I haven't tasted it yet. We're going to see what it's like soon. But this, I cooked it for 40 minutes. Oh, I hear bubbling. Look at here. Let's go over here and stir. I'm not stirring. All right, bring it to a boil. There we go. That's boiling. But it did take 40 minutes to cook, not 30. So if you're going to try this recipe, don't expect it to be done at 30. Okay, I'm going to turn that off, and I'm going to remove it from the heat. So I'm going to then move you over here. All right, so then we're going to add, it says we're going to add powdered sugar, stirring well with a whisk or wooden spoon until the sugar melts and the mixture is smooth. Okay, so I'm going to add, you're going to do a box of powdered sugar, which I have here somewhere. Here it is. If you don't want to buy it in the box and you get it in the bag, what's in this box is 3 3/4 cup of powdered sugar. So I'm going to open the bag here. Let me cut open my bag. Ooh, kind of making a mess. Then I'm going to pour it in here and stir with a whisk. This usually just really absolutely melts into a hot thing like this. It seems like it's not going to, but it will. Because I've made icing like this before. It will like totally melt because it's hot. Takes a minute to happen. I might actually need to switch to a spoon. Look at this. That's not working too well for me. It says wooden spoon, but yeah, how about a regular spoon? Let me hold that out of the way. Let me get this going here. Hold on. Definitely use a spoon for this part. And let's see if I can get this out of here. Now, this is the first time I've made this recipe. Even though I have made icing like this, I've not made this exact recipe. So that's why we're having minor disasters here. Okay, there we go. This is supposed to be some that you can pour. So far, it doesn't look too pourable, does it? Okay, then it says you're going to add, I suppose you could add some more milk. I do have a tiny bit in there. Look at there. You're going to add a teaspoon of vanilla. So let's put that in. Doesn't tell you to remove from the heat, does it? Or does it? No, it does tell you to remove it from the heat. Okay, I did it right. You just got to keep stirring. Look at this. Oh, yeah. Just got to keep stirring. So it's going to look lumpy. It's going to look terrible. And you're going to go, oh, no. Oh, no. But it's fine. But use a spoon, a good, strong spoon, because it's a little rough to stir. Okay, here we go. Look at there. Oh. Look at that. If it has a little lump or two in there, trust me, it ain't going to hurt it at all. I'm saying trust me like I've made this before. I haven't made this exact one, but I have made stuff like this before. Okay, here we go. Then it says pour it on your cake. Hot cake. It says pour it on hot cake. This is a hot cake. This cake's been out of the oven. My beeper will go off when it's been 10 minutes. It hasn't been 10 minutes. Here we go. It's pretty thick to pour. Look. Oh. Can you imagine how good that's going to be? Look, it pours in ribbons. That's really cool. Look at it making ribbons. Ooh, that's really neat. Can you see that? It's ribbons. I'm enjoying this. It won't stay like this. Well, I guess it might. No, it won't. It's too hot. Okay. Oh, there we go. That's been 10 minutes. My cake's been out of the oven. So I'm going to spread it. I guess you can eat this cake warm. I would not cut a cake before it, sooner than 10 minutes out of the oven, because if you do it sooner than 10-15 minutes, your cake will completely fall apart. Because it's got to be out of the oven for at least 10 minutes before it sets up. Because if you try to remove a cake from the pan before it's been 10-15 minutes, if you've ever tried that, yeah, it just falls apart. Completely falls apart. So don't do that. And so I wouldn't even try to cut a piece till it's been at least 10 minutes. There we go. Oh, it's pretty. I hope it's good. It looks like it would be good. It smells really good. So there is our icing for our chocolate fudge cake. And I will let you know if it is good. And I will put the recipe in the comments. And a picture of it too. I'm just trying to spread it around here. It's a little sunken in the middle, but like I said, from what I read about it, it's not supposed to rise a whole lot. Of course, you wouldn't want a domed cake, because then it would just all, the icing would fall off the edge. It would roll into the corners of the cake. So from what I can tell, it's supposed to kind of look like this. Let's hope so. Okay, there you go. Let's lick. Oh, look at that. I don't want to lick that much. It's too much. If I eat that, I won't have enough calories left for a piece of cake. Let's try the icing. Oh, that's good. Yep, just like fudge. Yummy. Okay, there we go. Let me come. Let's say goodbye real quick. Let me get this off. Let me get it off of this stand. Here we go. I'll show you my makeup one more time. Like my makeup? I'm Spiderwoman. It's because it is October. Halloween's coming. So I'm doing makeup lives on my page also for fun makeup looks. So if you need some ideas for Halloween, here you go. You can be Spiderwoman. So try this out. See if you like this cake as well. And I will see you tomorrow. And look, I got stuff all over my face. Have a good night.